gosh.
My
They made
husband
a
has tried
huge
to do this
deal,
so many times.
and they brought her ring out in a glass slipper.
Oh, at Cinnabar's Royal
Aw.
Table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
This was a
Worked on
California
that.
grill.
Oh, a California Girl.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really
No.
cool. And
All right,
then
yeah. So, guys. Hey guys,
all right.
we're gonna get started
Yeah,
because
yeah. Somebody bought us
Nicole.
champagne. Somebody paid for our meal. It was awesome. And it was I faked everything just to get the
All right,
reservation.
all right, guys. So
Oh,
Nicole,
you
all
and
right.
Remy get along really well.
Yes, we do. All right, guys. So Nicole's not here yet, but when she comes in, we'll get her on, and then we can get started. But here we go.
Oh Lord, it's a lot of pages.
Here we go, guys.
I do have
That's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. What is going on, everybody? We are back. That's right. We are back with you. And if you guys haven't heard, we have been nominated for Best of Orlando Weekly. Head on over to bestoforlandoweekly.com and vote for us. That's right. Voting is starting right now. So head on over to that website, which is at bestoforlandoweekly.com. We are under the category Local Notables for Best Local Podcast. So we do have a great show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. We do have Mike's Munchies this evening. And if Nicole does come on this evening, we have a new segment tonight for Nicole. And we'll wrap everything up tonight with D's Notes with Jimmy. So welcome to the show, everybody. If you guys want to get in contact with us, you guys may do so. We are streaming live on our YouTube channel, which is we are live right now. So hello to all of you out there. And like I said, you guys can reach us at 407-536-7153. That's how you guys can leave a voicemail, a text message, and we do read them on the roundtable. So welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Remy, and with me is my dangerous co-host, my partner in crime, my lovely wife, Jen. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm a little under the weather today.
You
So
little
I'm probably gonna head out after we do
the news.
news.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, you're not feeling good, so uh hope you feel better, honey.
Ah, thanks.
And we,
He literally kept asking me, "What's wrong? Why aren't you? What's going on?" And I'm like, "I've been sick for 5 days, bitch. What do you think's been going on?
you literally just said
I
you
can't
said the
breathe."
B word. I can't believe you said bitch to me.
Whatever. You are a bitch sometimes. You're a little bitch.
I can't believe he
Bitch.
doesn't ask you how you're feeling more often.
No. Look, he asks me how I'm feeling all the time. I tell him, he doesn't listen.
Remy, are you safe? Blink, blink.
No, but seriously, he doesn't listen. I'm like, I'm literally coughing, hacking. I'm not feeling well. I haven't been feeling well for 5 days. I came down with something on Saturday.
Well, we are glad that you are
Giving
with
him
us,
hints like
Jen.
coughing and stuff you want him to pick up on. You're crazy.
I know.
Well, Jen, we are glad you're with us this evening because we
Sound
do
fine to me.
Whatever, dude. This is the first day I haven't lost my voice, and I might lose it by the end of the
You're
show.
not gonna lose it. You're not gonna lose it. And guys, we do have our foodie with us. We have King Mike with us. Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great right now. Enjoying watching the Phillies beat the crap out of the. Watching the Phillies win. Right,
What's the score?
right now. It's like 7-0, I think, right now. They're beating
Damn.
they're beating the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh,
darn
jeez.
it.
That should be an easy. That should be an easy win. And we also have our comedian genius tonight. We have Jimmy with us. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, man?
Come on, guys. How are you? Thank you for having me.
So we've been gone for a while, and when I say for a while, we took the whole week. We took a whole week off from the round table because my grandmother she had passed away
Rest in
Easter.
peace.
on Easter. Like actually
Rip.
on Easter, she passed away on Easter. So
Yeah.
So this is why we took a little break from the roundtable. I know you guys were, some of our listeners were asking me, they're like, "Hey, when can we hear another episode of Roundtable? When are you guys gonna be back on YouTube?" I'm like, "Well, we're not gonna be on right now because, we weren't on this
The day
past week."
that,
Yeah,
well, yeah, the day that we would have come back was last week, and it was the day of the funeral, so we didn't want to
we
deviate.
didn't want, yeah, so we didn't want to do the what you call it, the episode, the podcast on that day when we came back from the funeral. So instead, my
We
love.
went and played trivia
That's right. We actually played trivia
at a bar.
at a bar.
We were like, let's just do this.
it was
Let's do this.
it was peaceful. It was nice. We met up a couple of friends of ours who are part of a really big radio station here in Florida, and they kicked our butt, but we lost bad. So
Well, we also came in after the first round was
the
over.
first round. So,
Was it a
but
specific type of trivia?
it was just basic trivia.
Well, it has different
questions.
categories
Yeah.
and things, and like it's called feisty trivia.
Oh,
And
okay.
hmm,
Can you
It
give us
just
some of
depended.
the? Can you give it an example of one of the questions?
oh God,
What's the oldest town in Florida?
yeah, there.
Oh, I think I know.
So you had to. It wasn't just what's the oldest town in Florida, and everything. It was she gave you a list of 5 towns, and you had to sort them in order from 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough
Oh,
one.
that's actually tough.
Yeah. So I'm like I knew Sanford was number 1, but like
Oh, did you? I would have got that wrong.
I mean it wasn't the oldest town in Florida. It was the oldest town in Central Florida. Out
Oh,
of the
Central Florida. Oh, come on. Who
yeah,
the heck
like
knows
out
that
of
stuff?
those that were there, what was the oldest? It was Central Florida, and then another one, and then Winter Park and Winter Garden, and yeah, Ocoee, Oviedo.
I thought St. Augustine was like the first city.
Yeah, St.
I actually
Augustine was
know.
our settlement.
I actually know what the oldest town in New Jersey is.
Yeah.
What's the oldest town in Jersey?
It's actually one of the most it's actually possibly one of the towns that has one of the worst murder rates. It's Jersey City.
Jersey
Oh,
City.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually, Jersey City.
Jersey City is actually it's existed since even before America was born. Before America, to the United States of America. It's been there since 1660 and was founded by the Dutch. Now, mind you, it wasn't originally called Jersey City. It used to be called the Netherlands and other stuff.
Oh yeah, because it was
Okay.
a Dutch colony too, right?
Yeah.
Like
It
New
was
York?
a lot of stuff. But I actually recently found out where what I thought would be the country of Jersey, as you know, because a lot of American areas are when it says new in front of them are named after European countries / islands. And I finally found out what Jersey is located. It's like it's like near the Netherlands or so, or something like that. So
But Jersey wasn't New Jersey named after the the Duke of or Earl of Jersey or something like that?
yeah, but
When-
it's yeah. Well, Jersey, mind you, is actually an island.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's specifically yeah, it's off of France.
Yeah.
You're just making this up as you're going along here.
No,
like,
it's actually true.
yeah.
New Jersey
Yeah,
was
New
named after
Jersey
the
was
island.
originally founded by a pedophile. Yeah.
No, New
Okay.
Jersey was
Whoa,
named after
whoa.
Okay,
Possibly.
okay, Jimmy.
Probably. Who knows?
Now, New Jersey was named after the Isle of Jersey, which is in the English Channel, but the name was given by which Jenny, you were kind of
I
close.
thought it was named after everybody's professional sports shirts that they wear.
Governor of
Very
Jersey,
funny.
James Duke of York.
The name was given by James, the Duke of York.
Yeah. Who was New York was named after the Duke of York.
Yep.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Duke of York was and New England. I'm pretty sure you can figure out what that was named after.
Mr. England.
Well, there's
The country.
Virginia was named after the Virgin Queen.
Virgins.
No, the Virgin Queen Elizabeth. That's why they call it
that's right.
Virginia. And then Georgia, named after George. Florida was a Spanish colony. So
Yeah. Uh,
And named after all of the flora and fauna, I guess.
yeah, some of them are
That's why
named
there's a lot
after.
of good Latin food down
Though,
here.
like I said,
Yeah,
in regards to
there's
the
that too.
3 areas, or my bad, 4 states and 1 technical area that are named after one. New Mexico named after Mexico, New Jersey named after the Isle of Jersey, New York named after the Duke of York, and New Hampshire. Uh, I actually don't even know what that one is named after. Oh, English
New
County
Hampshire.
of Hampshire.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
from
Nice.
Hampshire.
Yeah, and New England is named after literally the country of England.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So what's Florida named after?
I don't even. That's actually a good question.
Florida.
It's Florida is
Look
is
that up.
flower. It's like little flower. Like
Florida was named after Pascua, Florida, which
Oh,
translates
that's right.
to Easter of Flowers, or
Yeah.
Florida Easter. And it was named by Juan Ponce de Leon.
Ponce
Yes.
de Leon
Oh,
Yeah, you got a
and Augustine, baby.
Mr. Fountain of Youth guy, yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
funny,
and
there's like a
by
Fountain
the
of
way-
Youth in every state.
and
I don't know if you guys
Augustine.
know that.
By the way, guess how old technically Florida was? Well, when Ponce de Leon first landed on what is now Florida.
1,000 years old.
No, it's not 1,000 years old. It's not even close.
Gotta be low. It's gonna be
Yeah,
lower than
it's
Gotta
that.
be like. Oof. Well, if he landed in 1513,
That's when it was.
yeah, I'm looking at it. So 1513, so that's like 500 years ago, or a little over 500
Yeah,
years.
I'm working without Google. I'm
Whatever.
just
We're
I'm just
the
saying.
best. It's better
Yes.
than AI crap. Well,
Now,
I'm
mind
not,
you,
I'm not
yeah,
using
yeah.
nothing.
Whatever.
I'm using
506
my
years ago.
public school.
yeah,
No,
it's-
512.
Well,
512. That's how.
this was in 2019. It said 506. So yeah.
Yeah, but
that
it's
makes
500, 512. That's how old.
sense. Well, yeah, because
Florida.
it was grade 6 years ago
Okay,
in July.
that's right.
it's
And we-
It's
crazy.
taken almost 9
Okay,
years.
now that we figured that out.
Whatever.
And we got
All right.
and we have nothing planned
it.
for our
All right,
anniversary.
guys, this
yet.
has
As
been a
of
real
yet.
fun-
What? You don't have anything planned?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I mean, it's not
yet.
until July,
Are we winging it?
probably.
Maybe.
At
Maybe.
this point, we're like, I don't have a summer job, so we're trying to like.
We'll
Stay within our
we're
means.
figuring it out. But
Go to Blue Zoo. Go to Blue Zoo.
oh,
What's Blue Zoo?
that might be nice. That's the Blues is restaurant over at the Swan and Dolphin.
That was the one I did before
Oh.
yeah, it's still there. It's still insanely delicious.
Let's try to get a few controversial clips out there, and then
Oh boy.
Yeah, Jimmy. So if you
monetize
don't know,
the
So
don't know,
podcast.
yeah,
Mike.
when I first joined on, before I joined on because I was just a subscriber, I got an exclusive episode to host, and the one I talked about was Blue Zoo.
Blue Zoo, yeah. So Mike, so after like the funeral and stuff, I was able to, I took a couple of days off from work, just
So hang out with Chris.
I was gonna say that, and you ruined it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
but
you
I didn't
hang
get
out-
to hang out with Chris.
No, you
Dude,
did
I know for a
not.
fact. I know that you hang out with Chris. Chris literally posted Facebook pictures all over.
Yeah, he hung out
So-
with Chris. The next day, I was supposed to hang out with them and Chris after I got off work.
But
And
Chris was sick. He got food poisoning.
or something.
Okay, that I didn't hear about.
Yeah. So I told Jen, I'm like, hey, we're gonna meet up with Chris, tomorrow. She goes, okay, cool. Let me know where and when. I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna meet up with them at Epcot. And I texted Chris. I'm like, hey man, are we still hanging out at Epcot? He goes, dude, I'm not feeling good. I am not feeling good at all. I've been throwing up. I've been feeling nausea and everything. And I'm like, all right, well, how about the next day? Where are you guys going next? He goes, oh, the next day we're going to Animal Kingdom. And I totally forgot. They were going to Animal Kingdom. And I didn't have a chance to go to Animal Kingdom.
Because he had to work.
I had to work. So I'm like, well, that was fun. It was a great time seeing them over at Hollywood Studios, which Chris had the best time at Hollywood Studios because he built his very own lightsaber.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And we were doing the character meet and greets before. It was me, Chris, Emily, Ellie, Scott, and Darren Darren's girlfriend. we we all met up at Hollywood Studios, and little Ellie, she is so stinking cute. Uh, she put her arms up like a cat, like a little cat does when once we picked up. She puts her arms up, and
Puppies.
I literally picked her up, and she didn't even cried once. And then she started reaching back over to Chris, so I gave her back to Chris, and then she started crying. I'm like, oh, okay, well, next time she won't be crying. So, but anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for the latest theme park updates. All right, guys. So we do have a lot of theme park updates because since, like I said, we took last week off, but we are starting out over at Disney, over at Magic Kingdom, refurbish Adventureland and Frontierland entrance signs after being temporarily removed. The classic land signs from Adventureland and Frontierland have returned, adding back their iconic charm to the entrances. We got some more news about Big Thunder Mountain. A new permit reveals that the refurbishment timeline has been extended further into 2026. Additionally, the sheep animatronics have been removed and exterior work continues. Over at the Haunted Mansion, construction walls have been installed outside the attraction, indicating exterior enhancements or queue updates.
Did they close that down? Is that closed now?
No, it's some of it. Some of it is closed. Only some of the queue is closed. Not the attraction.
Okay.
No. The attraction is
I
still
gotta run
running.
over there before they close that on me because I like that one. So
I love the Haunted Mansion.
I didn't mean to interrupt the latest, but
No, you're good, man. No, the I love the Haunted Mansion. It's actually one of my favorite rides to go on when it's like if it's hot out. That's the one ride I'll go on because
I live in mind waiting in that line. Honestly, though, I really do enjoy that ride.
it's great. It's a great
it's on
ride.
my list to do with the thing I was telling you about.
It is so great.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Over at the Imperium, the Main Street shopping destination has received a new checkout counters aimed at improving guest flow and efficiency. So yeah, they added some new counters and checkouts for that, guys, for that little store. All right, now this is a huge announcement. We do have the name Obi. Don't you dare! No, Obi, you stay. Obi. Stay right there. Don't you dare go to.
Talking to you.
Oh my gosh.
Can I just say this right now?
What about my cat?
I was gonna say this right now, Jimmy. Jimmy, your dog is adorable.
Oh yeah, he's a good boy.
Let's see here. So we have. Are you good? Okay.
I'm live.
All right. So we have the name for the brand new Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern. The name is called the Beak and Barrel Tavern. A new tavern is officially listed on the Disney website and is set to open late 2025. The experience is limited to 45 minutes per party, and it will include alcohol service and reservations will be required. So if you want to go check out this brand new tavern, and most importantly, the reservation so far has been already sold out for this brand new tavern.
And what say the name again? Bic, like the lighter Bic pen.
A beak.
Beak.
Yeah.
Like a bird beak.
Like a bird beak. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm deaf.
It's called the Beak and Barrel Tavern.
Beak and Barrel. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I'm like the Bic and Barrel. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh,
That's a
boy.
stupid
I'm looking forward to this.
What a stupid name for it. That makes much more sense. Still a dumb name, but it's still.
Starlight Dream, the Night Away Parade is a brand new nighttime parade, and this new parade is coming this July, promising dazzling lights, music, and character appearances. New cast member experiences. Cast members will get early viewings of the two brand new shows at Disney's Hollywood Studios. On May 21st, they will be able to check out Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After And on May 24th, The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure.
Heading over to Epcot, we have Geo 82's lounge announcement. A new adults only lounge, Geo 82, is set to open on June 4th. We have the Seas Pavilion. Its return to normal operating hours, suggesting renovations or shortened hours have ended. Communicore now is going to be called Goofy Core. From May 12th to 27th, Communicore Hall will be transformed into Goofy Core, featuring themed entertainment and Goofy themed decor. There's a new test track signage that's been installed. There's fresh signage points to the reopening of test track this summer with the possible redesigns or storyline updates. Family restrooms at Canadian Pavilion were reopened. The enhanced family-friendly features are now available again after refurbishment. And there's Spaceship Earth construction. The new Project Tomorrow exit is currently being blocked due to ongoing construction for the new Spaceship Earth lounge.
Yeah, the new name is Geo 82.
I said Geo 82.
Oh, I thought I said GEO 82. I'm like, I
said
heard that. I heard that way too fast. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, so we're heading over to.
Why am I married to him?
So we are now heading over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Smuggler's Run will have a new mission starting on May 22nd. Guests can team up with Mando and Grogu on new missions aboard the Millennium Falcon. Smuggler's Run. Jimmy, I am looking. To be honest with you, man, I'm actually looking forward to this new update where you get to drive the Falcon with Mando and Grogu from the Mandalorian.
Yeah. He really thinks he's driving. No, no. Anytime they update it, it's cool. It's going to create some excitement because it's such a high profile ride. The littlest detail that goes missing on them, you'll notice people on the message boards they'll notice something. Oh yeah, they took his gun and put it in his right hand. It's like, what? Yeah, look at me just going on talking. But
you see, here's what I choose. I choose Star Tours over Smuggler's Run.
I love Star Tours.
I do too, because here's another reason why I chose Star Tours over Smuggler's Run. The last time my wife and I were at Disney's Hollywood Studios, we were both the pilots.
Yeah, and he sucked at it.
You sucked at it.
I was a first timer, and no, I did not.
Last time I was the pilot, I was drunk.
Hey, and I bet that was fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I actually did well.
Did you crash into things?
No, I actually did okay.
I did great too. When I
were you left and right, or were you up and down, Jimmy?
I was up and down.
Oh, that's the easiest one, dude. That was the easiest.
Yeah, no, left to right is harder.
And yet he still sucked it up and down.
I was doing just fine. You were turning left and right hard, hun.
Oh boy.
I'm great at the up and down.
So it looks like we're gonna have to go back on this attraction when it opens up again to the public on May 22nd because Jen
and hope we get that program.
And Jen, I hope you and I can ride along with Mando and Grogu. What do you say?
I'd be open to it.
All right. Also, over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there's a new $30 salvage clone trooper helmet popcorn bucket is now available. The Diet Coke and Sprite droid themed carts are displayed near the now defunct Galactic Star Cruiser entrance. Disney Plus will soon release an official POV ride-through of Rise of the Resistance and an after-hours tour of Galaxy's Edge. We already covered that about the cast members. Jen, it's on you over at Animal Kingdom.
Tinkerbell and Fawn meet and greet. The guests can now meet Tinkerbell and her fairy friend Fawn, adding more character variety to the park. The Great Horned Owl returns. These majestic birds are now back in their exhibit, enriching the park's wildlife offerings. And it's your turn.
Over at we're talking about the new one of the newest resorts that'll be opening soon to the public, and that is the Lakeshore Lodge, Disney Lakeshore Lodge, which is over by Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Ongoing waterfront cabin construction continues at the at this upcoming DVC property, expected to offer serene nature lodging experiences. Jen?
Okay, at Walt Disney World Resort wide updates. Summer Days perks for pass holders. They're running from May 14th to July 31st. Annual pass holders can enjoy special perks and exclusive offerings and limited time magic across all 4 parks. The Florida Resident Summer Ticket Deal, new exclusive pricing. 2-day ticket is $210. 3-day ticket is $225. A 4-day ticket is $240. Add park hopper for just another $40 extra per ticket. No blockout dates, valid May 18th through September 27th. Single day ticket prices increase for 2026. Animal Kingdom will have a $180 price. Epcot is $195. Hollywood Studios is $200. Magic Kingdom is $200. Destiny's Disney cruise ship update. A new hyena-themed sipper cup inspired by The Lion King will debut during its exclusive dinner show on board. Jelly Rolls signage removed. Signage at the Boardwalk Resort has been taken down, possibly hinting at rebranding or renovation. Volcom at Disney Springs permanently closes. The fashion store has ended operations at Disney Springs. The new Transportation and Ticket Center map includes walking time estimates, improving guest planning and navigation. And now let's go over to the Universal Universal Orlando Resort.
That's right. Now we're going over to Universal side, which we, of course, we're heading over to Epic Universe. So we all know that Epic Universe is opening up to the public on May 22nd, and they have now announced their operating hours. So from now on, until further notice, Epic Universe will be open from 9 a.m. until 10 o'clock at night, with early park admission at 8 a.m. for the guests who are staying on the Universal property to get into Epic Universe. There's a new Coca-Cola Freestyle cup that is $20, and a refillable popcorn bucket is now available as well. The new red refillable mug is priced at $20 for an all-day beverage access. Monsters Makeup Experience rule. This is the most important rule if you are experiencing over at the Monsters Unchained area, where you can transform yourself into a Universal monster after participating in the Monster Makeup Experience. Now, I know that's a lot. I know that is unfair, but you chose to do this $40-$50 experience. That's how much it costs. So that's the rule.
Do you think the reason they want to do that is they don't want anybody taking pictures of one of their monsters drinking alcohol? Or do you think that there might be some reaction to whatever they use in alcohol?
I like that one better. I like the way you said better. That one.
Maybe.
So, let's see here. The virtual line system possible. Entry into themed lands may require virtual line reservations, similar to previous experiences like Volcano Bay or your virtual lines at Disney as well. So this is where, if you want to go to this themed land, you have to put in a reservation, but not implemented yet at Epic Universe. This is just a rumor. However, this may be a possibility because we know how crowded Epic Universe is going to be during the grand opening. So this is going to happen.
It's a rumor.
It's a rumor, but it's going to happen. Believe me when I say this. It's going to happen.
Why?
I mean, because they already have a virtual queue for an attraction already opened at Epic Universe, which is the
entire area.
Not for the entire area, but we all know with new theme parks opening.
Yeah, and they still deal with it, and they just limit how many people can be in the theme park, not necessarily how many people can be in
an entire shift there. It was 15 hours long. That's how long up to open over at Islands of Adventure. That's how long it was.
That's crazy.
Me either.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever actually? No, I when I was in high school, I slept out for Kiss tickets.
Why?
That's true.
Because it was cool. It was the thing to do, it was when they got back together and put their makeup back on for their farewell tour, which was like 20 or 10 tours ago. But but at the time it was special and I didn't think it was happening. So yeah, we actually, me and like three other dudes went out and camped out at like 4 in the morning.
Back when you did
Badass,
stuff like that.
badass. Yeah. So yeah, I just lied. Yeah, I did. But not it. It wasn't to wait to go on a ride.
Yeah, no. I don't wait more than 30 minutes usually
Yep.
for a ride.
Nope.
Yeah, that's kind of
No.
our perimeter too. Unless we're going there specifically to do something. Yeah, that's about our limit too.
It's 30 minutes. Anything more than 30
I
minutes,
can't really
anything more.
stand. I can't stand in one like stand still for very long, because I'll pass out.
Mm.
So, that's one of my fun little tricks that apparently my body decides to do, and that's one of the reasons why we're like, anything over 30 minutes is a no.
Yeah, anything over 30, we're like, well, let's pass it. We're gonna
Mhm.
pass up on it. And lastly, guys, annual pass holder previews all currently available. Preview dates are now sold out. So sorry, annual pass holders. Sorry. So
All right, on to Volcano Bay. There is a seasonal closure announced. Volcano Bay will close October 26th and reopen March 2027.
yeah,
What the freak?
a whole year.
No, not a whole year, but a good portion of months. October, November, December, January. January, February, March. That's 5 months. It's going to be closed. Why? It's 5 months those people are going to be out of work. Okay.
But here's what they say. Once that it's gonna be closed next year, not this year, next year, 2026 through 2027. So if you are working over at Volcano Bay, you guys will be transferred into a different position at Universal. So you guys will not lose your job. So don't be, oh, I'm going to lose my job. No, you're not going to lose your job. You guys will still have a job at Universal. You guys will be moving over to a different location inside of the park when Volcano Bay goes down for a very, very, very long refurbishment for their water park.
They're only a few years old. Why are they needing refurbishment already?
Honey, it's a theme park. It needs they need to
It's
have
literally not even that old. Why does it need to close for
Is it
5?
10 years? Has it been 10 years since they opened?
I don't think it's been even that long. I can Google.
now, Jimmy. Why are you saying 10 years? Because it hasn't been open for. I don't think
'Cause
it.
I feel like I remember listening to it, hearing about it, and I don't know, for some reason.
It's 8 years old.
Okay.
As of May 7th, it was 8 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty
8 years
new
old.
Yeah, because it opened May 25th,
Whoa,
2017. So it's 8 years old.
8 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, so all right. Well, I guess an 8 year mark. Volcano Bay needs a refurbishment. All right, cool. And guys, joining us right now, you guys are gonna hear her brand new segment tonight. We have Nicole with us. Hey, Nicole, how you doing?
Hey, I am here. How are
Yeah,
you?
we're all here. We're back. We are back on the round
We're
table.
back.
All right, Jen, what else we have? I hear there's some news here about the Tapu Tapu as well.
Yep. End of Tapu Tapu. Universal will discontinue Tapu Tapu wearable tech as of October 1st, 2026, likely shifting to a mobile device based system. And what's going on with Universal annual pass holders?
So with you Universal annual pass holders, you guys will get a brand new Jaws themed magnet, a limited edition magnet inspired by Jaws, will be available to you guys exclusively for the Universal annual pass holders. And now we have a little tease for you guys as well. Universal hints at the return of Premium Scream Night for Halloween Horror Nights 34, possibly as a separate ticketed experience with early access. Jen?
Let's head over to SeaWorld Orlando. Exhibition Odyssey attraction is now open. The newest SeaWorld attraction is open to guests, offering an immersive educational marine experience with interactive exhibits.
So we're heading over to Tampa, which we were talking about Busch Gardens and Adventure Island. we'll be getting a $40 million investment announcement. A massive transformation plan has been unveiled with improvements likely to include new rides, park enhancements, and water park upgrades.
That's unveiled. All right. And then international Disney parks. The new Disney park in Abu Dhabi has been announced. The Disney has announced a brand new theme park there at Abu Dhabi, expanding the global Disney experience into the Middle East for the first time.
This news came out this morning. Disney announced it that they are building a brand new theme park in Abu Dhabi, which, you know, there's another theme park out there which is called Ferrari World, and there's actually a SeaWorld, you know, theme park out there as well. So
Mhm.
who knows what's going to happen with this brand new theme park, which we will keep you guys updated on this new theme park experience that will be opening up to the public in Abu Dhabi, which is the Disney theme park, which there's no name yet. So, but we'll be giving you guys more information on that once it's been released to the public right here on the round table. And lastly, guys, I do have the list of the upcoming movies that will be released this schedule. We all know that a couple days ago, Thunderbolts was just released on May 23rd, which is I am looking forward to this movie, the live action Lilo and Stitch movie. Looking forward
What's
to that.
Thunderbolts? What's that about?
It's a
Marvel movie.
It's Marvel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a comic book guy. I'm not.
It's a new. It was one of the newest Marvel movie that recently just came out.
Yeah,
On June.
I'll have to try to get on top of that.
Okay, what about Lilo and Stitch? Are you guys gonna go see Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, we'll probably definitely go see that. Yeah, that's on our radar more than
Yeah, I can't wait to see the
comic
fiction version of it.
I'm gonna try to go to a matinee for that movie. If I'm working that night, I will see the matinee for that, and then I'll go see it again with Jen.
He doesn't realize how pissed off I'd be if he saw it without me.
I can just go to the movie theater and just get the just go buy the Lilo and Stitch popcorn bucket. That's what I want. It looks so
Of course he
cute.
does.
On June 20th, you'll there's a movie called Leo. On August 8th, Freakier Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, she's coming back.
She's coming back on
I never
August.
saw the first one.
You never saw the first Freaky Friday movie?
No, I was kind of already like an older. I think I was in later high school when that came out, and that definitely
I
wasn't on
wasn't
my
interested.
radar. I had a job and a girlfriend, so yeah.
Yeah, you didn't need to watch Lindsay Lohan be a teenager.
No.
On August 29th, The Roses. On September 19th, Ella McKay. October 10th is the brand new Tron movie, which they're making another Tron movie. It's called Eris.
Oh, cool! Like the roller coaster. They made a movie out of that.
I'm
Flipping
thinking that's
coaster.
Aries, by the way.
Well, anyway, Aries, Eris, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, man.
Very, very,
Right.
very different.
All good.
Okay, Aries at ARES. ARES would be Aries.
There's an I in Aries. Aries. That's Aries.
That's the zodiac.
Yeah.
Maybe use it in a sentence.
And lastly, on November 26th, I am looking forward to this movie.
Aries, the Greek god of war. ARES.
Okay, well, all right. Jen and we are looking forward to this movie when it comes out. Comes out on November 26th, and that is Zootopia 2. So, looking forward to that. We saw the first one, we loved it. Cannot wait to go see the second Zootopia movie. And guys, that will do it for the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over at the Magic Candle Company. Head on over to that website, go grab yourself a candle, and use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. All right, guys. Well, since Mike is back with us, I know the last time we did Mike's Munchies, we did on the Garden Grove, which is for Easter. But Mike is back with us. So, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. It is now time for Mike's Munchies.
All right. Remy?
All right, Mike. Where are we going?
So, okay, so it's been a while. So we're going to Baseline Tap House in Disney Hollywood Studios.
Ooh, which every time I go to Hollywood Studios, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have never been to Baseline Tap House. I've never been there. I heard the
You
pretzels.
requested it, but you've never been there.
Yep, never been there. But I heard that the bar food is good. The
Hmm.
pretzel and there are, I believe what you told me offered is a pretzel, some nachos.
So yes, so let me go talk about this. So in regards to food, there's only three items, and I'm just going to talk about each one of them due to the fact that there's only three. Avenue chips are the cheapest item, which is $7, and it's just literally house-made salt and vinegar kennel chips served with a beer cheese fondue sauce.
Ooh.
So yeah, and yes, beer cheese fondue is a big thing there because the next one is the Bavarian pretzel, which if anyone knows what a Bavarian pretzel is, it's those really gigantic pretzels that they like to serve at bars.
Very soft, very doughy. That's
Yeah,
what the Peruvian pretzel is. It's nice and
yeah,
soft and doughy.
Bavarian.
yeah, and it comes with the beer cheese fondue, but it's also got spicy mustard in case you wanted to go for that. And the most expensive food item there is the California cheese and charcuterie plate, which is $13. And it's got what is considered to be one of the most popular blue cheeses, Point Reyes Original, Mount Tam Brie, Midnight Moon goat cheese, which I've actually had that before. They sell it at Whole Foods. They sell that type of cheese at Whole Foods, and it's actually really good. And then for the charcuterie stuff, it's got soppressata salami, which I absolutely love, sliced bresaola, blue, and then it's got some sauces like blueberry compote, onion jam, bread and butter pickles, and lavash, which is a wrap.
Okay, so you're telling me they got some gabagool on there pretty much, and that's like the
No,
pure
not
gabagool.
gabagool. It's not Italian. Lavash is Mediterranean, is Middle Eastern.
Well, if somebody mentions like prosciutto on there, count me in. I'll take that I'll
It
take that.
doesn't have prosciutto. It's got soppressata and bresaola.
Super sauce,
Soppressata.
which is
Okay,
also Italian.
Yes, but
The
it's actually good. Yeah,
capicola.
it's got Mediterranean,
Gabagool.
Italian. Yeah, it's got
all
all
right.
that stuff.
So out of those three items, which one are you going with?
What would you go for, in your opinion?
Now I'll go the pretzel.
Nicole, I'm pretty sure Nicole, you're
Ab-
gonna need
Absolutely
any.
pretzel.
Oh yeah,
Pretzel.
which yeah. And Jimmy, what about you?
I've actually been there. I've had the pretzel, and the spicy mustard is phenomenal.
Okay, then
Yeah,
pretzel it
I'm
is.
I'm more about the mustard than the pretzel, to be honest.
Yeah,
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 the
no,
I
mustard
love
is
mustard.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that literally is the only thing you could technically eat because the other two have cheeses in them.
Well,
And
I'd
this
feel
one, I
stupid.
mean, this one
I'd
does
feel
have
dumb
cheese,
spending
but
$7 on chips.
yeah, but
Although
this
that's what
one,
they cost at Publix for a bag of chips.
yeah.
So,
Fair
But
enough. Fair
but
enough.
Nicole, but I'm pretty sure Nicole, at least in the case of the pretzel, you at least have another thing to use. The other stuff is literally just cheese and sauce and stuff, and yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Anyway,
I
now
think
of
I would
course,
charcuterie
want
boards
to.
are overrated.
okay, so buffet pretzel 10. Now
So how much is it?
it's 10. I'm getting a buffet pretzel, so $10.
Okay,
Now, okay, time to talk about some of their stuff. So they have a lot of drinks, as you could guess. It's a tap house.
the tap house. It's a bar. I mean,
So yeah, they have some really good ones. Actually, funny enough, they have a lot of beers from California, specifically from LA and San Diego. Which I mean, I guess even though it's a Florida place, but I guess they could get it from their where their other Disney location is. They also have wine there, two different flavors. Line 39 Cabernet Sauvignon and a St. Francis Chardonnay. And they have two cocktails. One is the Baseline Select Margarita, which is Lanazul Anejo Tequila, Control Liqueur, and sweet and sour and lime juice.
ooh,
And then the California Sunset, which is Absolute Vodka. Southern Comfort, orange juice, sweet and sour with a float of pomegranate juice. It's just a sweet and sour, but I'm gonna guess that means it's like a sweet and sour syrup or whatever.
Yeah, it's just sweet and sour.
Yeah. So quick question, what should I go for? Should I go for beer, wine, or cocktail?
For me, I would go with a cocktail.
Which one would you go for? Margarita?
Definitely the margarita.
Yeah, that one sounds the most interesting. It's 1850. And oh yeah, just to tell you, they got some also pretty good spirits, including Captain Morgan's private stock.
Did you say margarita was 1950?
1850.
1850. Holy cow. Okay.
It's literally, yeah, you got a lot of stuff in there. But anyway, yeah, honestly, I have been to Baseline before. Like I said, I went there. When did I go there? I went there like a few years. I went there like after the pandemic, technically, like right after one when I went to go to. I managed to visit some of the parks, but I didn't manage to. I even though I did go to Hollywood Studios, I didn't manage to go to get my lightsaber thing built while I was there. I wanted to get that, which I'm gonna try to do next when I come down. Definitely next year. I'm definitely coming down to next year.
We'll be definitely be hanging out at Hollywood Studios. So count me in, buddy. Just let me know let me know what day, and I'll get that day off from work, and I'll definitely hang out with you at Hollywood Studios too.
Yeah, do I have to put that
with you.
reservation? Do I have to put that reservation in advance?
Yeah, if you put in if you put it in for an advance, yeah, you can. I'll put it in for an advance as well. Not a problem.
But you have to get the lightsaber built, or can you do it like when you go there to the park?
No, you have to do it in advance.
How much? How long in advance?
Month advance.
Okay, that's not too bad. But I was thinking 6 months.
But you gotta realize that you're spending $250 for the experience. And what's cool about the lightsaber experience, you get to bring one person with you to join you for that experience. Although they're not building the lightsaber, they can just watch you build the lightsaber.
I'm pretty sure when I go with my friends, they're possibly gonna want to build the lightsaber themselves.
Yeah, well, I'll just go and watch you guys. So I'm not spending, but I'm like,
Okay.
I'll go with you guys just to watch it. Watch you guys build lightsabers. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right, Mike. So we have a grand total for Baseline Tap House. Your total came out to be $36.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be cheap. It's $10 and
36 bucks.
It's a quick bite. Honestly, okay, given your rating, I'm gonna give it like 4 stars, 4.5 stars actually. It's great for a tap. It's honestly a great bar lounge area. It's on one of the best. No, it's not the absolute best, and we'll talk about the absolute best later.
So you give it a 4.5. I give it a 4. Jimmy, how about you? What rating do you give a Baseline Tap House?
I mean, I think 4 is pretty fair. We like that place. We go there every once in a while. It's been a while, but yeah, we like that place.
There's one bar lounge area that I'm definitely gonna be talking about, not next episode, but probably the episode after that. That people, I've actually, I've been to that one, and I know how good this one is as well. How good I've been to the one I'm going to be talking about is in 2 weeks. I'm going to point it, I think, or so. I've been to multiple times, but yeah, Baseline is still a great
same park.
one. No, it's not in there. It's actually, I'll give you a hint. It's an Animal Kingdom.
Oh, okay. It's an Animal Kingdom.
I might have an idea where you're talking about.
Tell me after the after.
I will. I'll tell you off air, but I think I know where you're going. But Mike, overall for Baseline Tap House, we give the overall rating is a 4.2.
Oh, okay. Now, Nicole, wait, have you ever been to Baseline?
Nope.
There you go. So
Nicole, you should definitely try it out. It's honestly, if you ever have.
Apparently.
Oh yeah. I forgot to ask.
That's why, buddy. Come on. She's doing this for a reason. It's like, it's too expensive, buddy. Come on now.
It's not that expensive.
We all heard you read those.
Okay. Sure. You're talking to the girl who has to fight a panic attack every time she goes into Walmart to buy groceries. Okay, it's too expensive.
Nicole,
okay, my bad.
Nicole, every time I get paid from work, which is every 2 weeks, I got a budget on how much I'm spending at a grocery store. My budget's $100. That's it. If I go over, I gotta take it back. Like, all right,
Yep.
It's what was the rating you gave to the Garden Grove?
Oh, what was rating for the Garden Grove? We gave it a 4.
All right, and baseline is
Baseline
4.2.
baseline is
The
4.2. All right, so Mike, before we end Mike's Munchies, tell me the numbers real quick of the ratings and from the restaurants that we've had so far. All right.
So far this year that we've had to keep a track of, the first
Yep.
one we did is of course possibly the worst restaurant in. No, definitely the worst restaurant. We've most rated and probably the worst restaurant so far. It's Tony's Town Square. That was 1.3. Then we did the Crystal Palace. That was a 4.2.
You guys
Now,
all voted Tony's at 1.3.
Tony's
that was the average. That
Tony's
was the average.
1.3.
That was the average. It sucks. The only thing that's good
We've
about
been there a couple times because I've
it's
heard how awful it was.
it's
We've had a decent meal. Like it wasn't the best meal we've ever
it's
had.
not it's still not great. It's still
It wasn't
like
nearly as bad as I
the
thought
only
it was gonna
reason why
be.
it doesn't have a one and why it has higher than a one is because well, it's the best place to get to get a view of the parade when it goes by.
Okay.
And Jimmy, I got food poisoning from
Yeah,
Tony's
I
Town
did. Yeah, I
Square.
can't remember what I had, but I remember we went there. We've been there a few times, and we
my
both
friend
we
got sick.
enjoyed
I've
it.
got it. My friend's gotten sick from there. I almost got sick. I felt I had a little upset stomach and I ended up being fine that night, but I did literally
The
have
only
to go
time
to
I
the
ever got
bathroom.
sick on Disney property was 50's prime time.
Oh yeah.
What? Dude, I
Yeah.
love
What
50's Prime.
I
Disney?
know, me too. We've
How?
been back. It didn't,
All right.
it's just
So Crystal Powers 4.2. Then we did Zambia Smokehouse 4.4. Bamboo
Well,
4.0.
hold on. 1.3 plus 4.2 plus what was it? 4 point what?
4.4. 4.4.
4.4. Okay.
And then 4.0 for Bamboo.
Got it.
El Mercado de Coronado, we got 3.5.
Okay.
The highest, second highest rated restaurant so far, actually, Morimoto Asia, 4.8.
Yeah,
We
4.4
almost had a
Moto.
5.0, but I think it was, I forgot who it was. One of the, I think it was Chris. Was it Chris was on there or was it someone else? I
I
can't
think it was somebody
remember.
else. Yeah,
It,
somebody.
it, oh, I think it was, uh, oh my God, I'm trying to remember right now who does the trivia for us on occasion.
Ah, crap. Ryan.
Because I haven't seen it in such a. Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan, I think it was on there and he gave it a 4.5 because it is expensive, but it's so good. Um, Vivo was after that. We gave it a 4.5. Then we had probably the most expensive restaurant we've done on the roundtable. Yeah, actually, Monsieur Paul 4.4, which then we have Ohana 4.0. Seven Seas event. Now this one was at yeah, we just did it on a Seven Seas event at uh oh my God, SeaWorld, and that was a 4.5.
Hold on,
Fit
hold on, hold on, hold on. Dang it.
what?
Okay, got it. What else?
Fiddler's Green 4.6.
Yep.
Space 220. We gave it a 2.0.
Yep. 2.0 for Space 220.
Then we did the Toothsome Chocolate and Point and Savory Feast Kitchen, which we gave it a 5.0. Perfect
Yeah,
score
get a
because
5 for Two Thumb. Yep.
Garden Grove you did 4.0 and Baseline we did 4.2.
And how many restaurants is that?
It's one,
How many
two,
guys so
three,
far?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15.
You said 15?
Yeah.
So our overall average is a 4.0.
Oh my God.
4.0 for all the restaurants that we have done so far this year is a 4.0 average. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for Mike's Munchies. And Mike, do you have a restaurant picked out for us for next week episode?
Yes, I do. And actually, for people who are fans of the Disney Food Park, which I'm actually technically a member, I am a member of them. I do talk on that chat on
Same
occasion.
here.
So yeah, Disney Food Park is a great place. They have some really good, strong reviewers in that one for Disney stuff. Um, we're going to what they voted on their channel, what they have on their channel as the best restaurant at Magic, as what their viewers think is the best. Not the viewers, basically the members think is the best restaurant at Magic Kingdom. Cinderella's Royal Table. This is kind of pricey. Mind you, it's still not the prices we have. I don't think we're gonna get until I do Victor. What's the one? The really fancy prefix one? It's like Victoria and Albert.
Victoria and Alberts.
Victorian Alberts of the Grand
Yes,
Floridian.
I've been there.
that would be like one of the big ones. Because I'll just tell you this right now. That's the only one I think so far I could see beating Monsieur Paul. But yeah, Cinderella's Royal Table is not cheap either. It's gonna be more expensive than some of the other prefix ones too. But it is a great. But look forward to that.
The food's not bad either.
No, it's really good there.
And I've been to Victoria and Alberts. It's very fancy.
Oh, it's so expensive though.
It was a very expensive night.
All right.
But no, it was cool though. It was really good.
Yep.
I'm not spending $3,000 at
Grand.
at Victoria and Albert. No,
You mean
thank
300?
You don't have to do the you don't.
Wait.
do the
What do you mean
table.
$3,000? That would account for 10 people.
That would be the chef's
It's
table.
300. Mind you, it's still expensive. It's $295 per person.
Yeah, like I said, no.
Yeah,
No,
but you said
no.
$3,000. That would be you buying for 10 people.
Not gonna lie, every time I hear anybody say Victoria and Albert, I keep thinking, do you have Prince Albert in a can?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Wow. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for Mike's Munchies. And guys, since we're all back on the round table, we have a brand new segment tonight. A brand new segment. And I hope she's excited because I'm excited too. Guys,
Time to get nerdy.
It's time to get nerdy with Nicole.
Wow.
It's true. We're gonna get nerdy. We're gonna nerd out. And I have the ADD, so I couldn't even really figure out which route I wanted to go with it. So it's gonna be a kind of a truncated conglomeration of a bunch of different realms of science and other features of
Oh, this
this
will be fun.
aspect. So we
This-
just had May the 4th be with you all, even though it is now past. I hope everybody had a lovely 4th and a lovely Cinco.
Yeah.
My dad's birthday
So-
was on Cinco de Mayo.
Happy birthday to your dad.
Exciting.
And also my
Happy
cousins
birthday.
too. Yeah, and also my cousins too.
Well, shout out to
So, yeah,
shout out to your dad. Happy belated birthday to your dad, Mike.
Happy
Yeah.
belated birthday. So we're going to be looking at Galaxy's Edge
Yeah.
and be taking kind of a look at that land there. At first, I was just going to do Rise of the Resistance, but there was some cool stuff about the whole land in general. So, Galaxy's Edge was almost kind of Disney's response to Hogwarts, the whole Harry Potter themed area that Universal had. So Disney said, "Hey, we're gonna one up you." So this Galaxy's Edge as a whole is kind of a masterclass in like the psychological tactics to give you a full immersive experience, to send you into that realm, make you kind of really believe that you're part of this atmosphere, and to increase that sense of adventure and exploration. So when you go in, you'll notice like a lot of times like there'll be most places you go, there's like kind of a payoff, like a goal, we're gonna reach this area. So Galaxy's Edge plays more into that exploratory thing because your payoff, your destination, such as like Millennium Falcon, Rise of the Resistance, all these rides they're not in sight. You go into Magic Kingdom, you have Cinderella's castle right in front of you. But no, these things are a little bit out of sight. You have these really winding paths to get around there, so it keeps what you see fairly close. There's a lot that's out of view, and so that really forces you to have to venture down these paths, to go through this exploratory mode. You don't, even if you know what you're getting to, they're forcing you to actually experience this world. You can't just go through it mindlessly. You're having to pay attention to it. You're having to internalize what you're seeing, and like I said, really become part of this world. They do something very genius. So as you know, it's the Blackfire, I believe, the outpost. They make it an outpost. They make it an outpost for a reason. In order to fully immerse yourself into this world, it is an outpost, so you have to spend money. They want you to spend the monies because if you're at an outpost, it's a market. You're supposed to be buying things, and that is very highly encouraged to
Disney's
be
in this for
taking
the
part
money.
in this universe. You have to spend your money, and also if you want to feel like you're part of it, there's of course all the merchandise. People are crazy and want to spend that much money to build a lightsaber, but hey, that's them. But it helps them helps the patrons become part of that universe. And you do have the cast members that have their own quote unquote colloquialisms. Like I think there's even like a written language that is exclusive to this universe. And if you use like the Disney app that they have for the parks, you can see what it is. But they actually have this whole language, colloquialisms. The cast members take improv training classes, like even just like the general cast members, so that way they know how to react. They can react in character. Everybody is a character that they're playing, and they stay in character because you're truly leaving behind Hollywood studios and going into another part of the universe. And interestingly enough, I discovered it has been written in as canon in the Star Wars universe. Like there's elements of it. I have not seen all the movies and stuff, so I don't know all the details of it, but I know that especially like the ride Rise of the Resistance, but this whole area is canon to the Star Wars lore now. Adding to that, John Williams, the masterful, legendary, timeless John Williams effing composed the score specifically for Rise of the Resistance, but I think pretty much all the ambient music there as well. John Williams composed the score. Uneffing believable. So yeah, they take you straight from the movies and they're putting you in there. There's all this continuity of what you see on the screen and what's happening in this park that you really can't even call Hollywood Studios anymore because it's its own entity. So you do have, and like I said, I just took like a bunch of different elements of the science and history and stuff. So that was actually perfect for looking at Rise of the Resistance because that is a super advanced conglomeration of several different types of rides, like different ride mechanisms. Yes, Remy?
How can somebody actually explain, Rise of the Resistance? Because Nicole, have you been on the first and foremost, have
I
you
have
been
not I have not personally been on it.
okay?
I would like to, and that is actually one of the things that is so cool about it. It can best be described as an experience. And that's the type of thing, again, marketing, that's the type of thing that keeps people coming back for more. And especially nowadays with marketing, like in the past, you could market it as the first blah, 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 or the biggest blah, blah, blah. That doesn't really work. Nowadays, word of mouth is everything. People taking videos or describing something as an experience, like you have to be there to be able to describe it, because you can't describe it. That's part of the draw, because it is like you have to market it as an experience. It's
Right.
part dark ride, it's part simulator, it's part drop ride. Like there's a bunch of different stuff, and you can't describe it unless you're there. So then everybody's like, "Oh, well, I have to go see what this is."
I mean, the best way I can explain it, and Jimmy, you could probably agree with me. I mean, you've been on Rise of Resistance before, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
a bunch of times.
So Mike, you've been on it too, right? Rise of Resistance. Okay, so the best way I can explain to it to all of our audience members and two of our listeners, pretty much what it is a trackless motion simulator ride. That's what it is. It's a trackless ride filled with animatronics and different visuals, special effects, an elevator, and you
Yeah.
get the last part of the ride is you get this screen and you drop. So it's a fun.
Very
Yeah, I was
similar
gonna
to
say
the
the
Ratatouille
closest
ride.
thing I've seen is describing it as a trackless dark ride simulator drop ride.
This is
So
great. Great ride.
so it's cool. The trackless they actually utilize because most other trackless things like they'll use wires and stuff to guide it. No, they have devised a LPS system, a local positioning system. And part of the reason why it was delayed is because they kept having troubles with Wi-Fi dropping out, and they needed that to be able to direct these cars and where they're going. Um, and these super cool things have like high-tech rapid charging. So they're pads on the floor, like where you have the loading and unloading stations where the cars are charging on these charge pads on the floor. So it's not just waiting to be, they're not just waiting to load into the carts. They're charging every time they're sitting on that little pad. And there are several throughout the ride as well. And they do some really, really cool stuff, like that mixes usage of screen projections with actual like moving physical props. And it's so cool. There's one part like you don't realize it's a screen, like a screen with a projection because they project, in addition to projecting lights, they're projecting shadows. So it looks like these figures are walking because you have shadows matching it. And so yeah, again, all part of that experience. The the AT-ATs, that's really cool. In that room, it looks like it's a very expansive room because they use a big mirror strategically placed, so it looks like there's a bunch more. But the two that they actually have in there, they had to have placed, and then they built the rest of the ride around it because they were too big, like to even get the parts in. So it had to have the rest of the ride built around it. The initial hologram that you see of Ray, most of the time people think, oh, that's Pepper's ghost. If you're not sure what that is, I'm sure I'll get that into that in a future episode, but that's like the kind of gold standard. But they utilize two-way mirrors and OLED lights instead of your traditional LED because with the two-way mirror, you're going to see the light project through, and the OLEDs don't always have all the little don't have all the little lights on. If it's supposed to be black, it's actually off instead of just like dull glow. So you have this light that's coming through the two-way mirror as your hologram. So that was pretty cool. Not really been done before. They have like the little light things when you'd spin it around and it would look like it would put a whole image together because it was going so fast. That's how they do a lot of the laser beams. They have these fans that are going so fast, but the way they have it programmed to create kind of the image of a light, of like a long laser happening, or the moving lights. And like you said, Remy, there is this drop portion. It uses same technology as Tower of Terror. They also utilize some of what you actually see in Mission Space, where they're using the tilt of the tilt of the little compartment that you're sitting in. I cannot think of the actual name of it, but they're using that tilt to make it seem like more of a drop than is actually happening, but it is still a drop. There's so much there's so much cool stuff, and I feel like I'm dragging on and on and on because I've definitely seen like 30-minute videos just about like a few elements of the one ride. So I will So I'll kind of leave it at the fact that they've taken a little bit of everything and actually put it together effectively to where you can't even accurately describe it. So they knew how to play with people. They knew what they were doing to get people to need to come in and experience this. And they have so much, they purposely put so much going on. I think it's called like a cocktail effect. Like there's so much going on, you can't possibly take it all in at once. So people go experience it. Man, that was so cool. Yeah, did you see? No, I didn't see that part. So then they want to come back down next year and ride it again. And that's always the goal, the repeatability. And this land and this ride in particular definitely have that repeatability factor. So cool, cool. Kudos on Disney for doing their technology and for doing their psychological powers of persuasion. Very effective. I think I hit most of the stuff.
Such a great, Nicole, you knocked it right out of the park. Such a great, great, great. It's a great experience for everybody to check out. And with that being said, Nicole, thank you so much. And what do you have planned out for us for next week to check out?
I'm not 100% sure yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Well, guys, it's time for us to wrap it up with D's notes with Jimmy.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I did take some notes, but and I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but you and I right before the show got started, I kind of started a new channel on YouTube where I saw on TikTok a bunch of influencers were fighting each other, and I wanted to try to. I was like, oh well, maybe I'll become a Disney influencer and try to be positive. So I became the Disney under the influencer, where my shtick is I go to the park. I've got a few videos that are up and a few more that are about to be up. But the first video, I went to the cantina. I had a few drinks there, got drunk, and then I went on the Millennium Falcon, the Smuggler's Run, and I was actually pilot. Oddly enough, I got to be pilot drunk, and it was cool. And then the I think the only other video I put up so far is I went over, I got drunk and watched Indiana Jones, which is a lot more. It's a different experience when you're drunk. So I've got a few more ideas that I'm going to be doing. I got a few more that I'll probably the next park will probably be Magic Kingdom that I go record at. But
I got an idea.
yeah,
and
go
I'll
ahead.
do it, and I'll do it with you.
Okay.
We'll get drunk at Magic Kingdom,
Okay.
and we go on into Small World.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Small
Can I
World's cool.
come?
Yeah, we could do that.
Of course you can. Just see if your brother
I
can
love Small World.
see
Yeah,
if your
we can do
brother
I'm
it.
the
see if
only
your brother
person in the world that I love it.
see if your brother can get you in, and then we'll all go to Disney. We'll all do this.
It could be like a simulcast thing. We'll both
It's
do.
a small world after all. It's a small world after all. I'm gonna be seeing this forever, so I'm sorry in advance.
Woo!
The Sherman Brothers would be proud. But no, yeah, let's figure that out. That would be cool. But then, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the opportunities are endless. I figured one night I might just go and have a drink at each of the bars on the monorail system
Yeah.
and do that for a night, and then but you know, I was actually considering doing the People Mover or something kind of low key because Smuggler's Run kind of shook me up a little bit when I was on that.
Oh,
But
So if you
Jimmy.
do the people mover, you have to be a total jerk. It's super fun and just yell out a really common name. A really
Oh
common name like
no.
Sarah or Dan and watch how many people turn around. It's
oh,
so
really?
fun.
I
I'll
will
be
give it a
like,
shot.
I'll be like, yo, Junior. Yeah, there's a lot of juniors out there too.
Well, if we all ever hook up for the Small World, we can all ride the People Mover as well. That's like a staple that most people ride every time they go to the park, right?
If
But
they don't, they should.
but yeah, no, there's a bunch of staples like that I can do, like the train, get drunk and ride the train. Maybe get drunk and
Come
go
on.
to Cinderella's royal table. That might be fun. But no, it's been fun so far. I've got a couple other ideas that we're gonna try to do. Uh, I'm friends with a couple of the local influencers. See if they want to maybe collaborate and go have a few drinks and ride some rides.
Sign me up. Just
Yeah,
sign
heck
me
yeah,
up.
yeah. We'll
Down.
I'll
I'm
let you
down.
know. Yeah, I can't remember your new schedule, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm glad Jen's not here anymore because one of my first notes was that I think you're in an abusive relationship, my friend.
Oh my God.
Dude, we have we have a love-hate relationship, a love-hate marriage. So
Right. No, that's good, I guess, right? Yeah. I mean, you started the show off on a death note, so that was always fun. That's
Oh,
always good
geez.
to get the mood going. Condolences, by the way. But
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, nothing but
We found
nothing gets you over the loss of a loved one like a game of trivia,
we
right?
we,
And that's the
we,
best way to
we found out she was like 80, 87 when
holy
she
crap.
passed. Yeah.
That's a good that's a
Yeah,
good
that's
right
good.
age.
Yeah. 87. Yeah, we're like, you
That's a
know
good
what?
run, man.
I told her that I want to go somewhere where I can just be where we can be ourselves for that night. And we're like, hey, let's go do some trivia. Let's forget about the podcast and let's go do some trivia and see if we can win. Yeah, we lost. So it was fun. We had fun doing feisty trivia.
Feisty
We had
trivia.
fun.
That
That's the
does sound
important
fun.
part.
Feisty trivia. Yeah, well then that brings us there's a new adult club opening up on the property. It sounds way sexier than it's gonna be. It doesn't, right? Is this the only adult club at a theme park now? I'm guessing. Is it?
This is actually the only adult lounge only at Epcot. It's called Geo 82, which is it's gonna be a lounge for adults only.
Swingers.
No kids allowed. So
So I'm out.
Nicole, no.
Everybody from the villages are excited for this lounge to open up.
Oh wow.
Get all the golf carts parked out front with their
Jeez. Oh boy.
but yeah, no, this is gonna be cool. Where else am I? I've got notes all over the place. Yeah, the Spaceship Earth Lounge. That's actually gonna be exciting. I was in that when it was owned. Well, it was sponsored by Siemens, and they used to have it as like one of their lounges, but I think they just converted it. They're converting that space over, but yeah, that'll be kind of cool. By the way, Spaceship Earth is flat. Don't believe what they tell you. Um, but
Sorry.
Wow.
the Tinkerbell meet and greet, where was that going to be at? I heard that come up. That's going to be exciting.
Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. I like Tinkerbell. So it's going to be, and who else? Who is she going to be with?
Tinkerbell and her friend Fawn.
All right, I think one of my things I might have to get drunk and meet Tinkerbell.
I
Oh
would have been the right height,
no.
but now I'm old. I mean, if we put a blonde wig on me, then if you're drunk, you'll meet Tinkerbell. It's fine.
How tall are you? You're
Like
short.
4'10.5",
Are
4'11",
you
somewhere
14
in
and a
there.
half? Oh, wow. And your leg, yeah, you could pull it. You're very flexible too. Look at that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Shut up
You do
and
that.
shut up and stretch.
Yep.
I haven't been able to do that for a while. But yeah, there's gonna apparently Abu Dhabi is getting another theme park. I just really enjoy saying Abu Dhabi. I have
Abu
friends that
Dhabi.
compete competitively with
It's
jiu-jitsu.
Dubai.
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi or Dubai? Isn't that the same place?
No.
No.
Different
Abu Dhabi.
places.
Abu Dhabi is in Dubai.
Oh, okay, awesome. But
No,
no.
it is not actually. Abu Dhabi is not in Dubai.
Where is Abu Dhabi?
UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Way off. Way
What?
off. Okay.
Yeah, no, actually, what's it called? Technically, you're close. It's near Dubai, though.
Okay,
the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
so the new Disney theme park is Abu Dhabi. So there you go.
Well, actually, wait, no. Dubai is also in the United Arab Emirates. There are two cities in
They're
the
two
UAE.
cities.
You
Okay.
know the difference between them?
Please edit this out. I don't want us to sound so
They are in,
geographically
yes, they are in,
challenged.
yes, Dubai is in, yeah. When you mean, wait, when you mean the difference between them, you mean the fact that they're two
Yeah,
different
no,
cities?
because in Dubai they don't allow alcohol, but Abu Dhabi do.
Oh,
I'm so stupid. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
yeah.
No, it's
No,
not.
Dubai is the most
It's not
popular.
funny.
Yeah,
You're right, Mike. It's okay, pal.
yeah.
Made me laugh.
It's gonna get worse, pal. It's gonna get worse, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
He knows. He knows.
Oh man, yeah, you got to come down here, get drunk, and ride some rides with us.
Yeah,
But,
dude.
When I
what's
do,
your schedule
what's
look
his
like?
name
Because
needs to.
I'm planning on doing
When
some.
I do, Mark better be there too.
Mark,
Yeah.
No, he doesn't do that at theme parks.
who?
Mark
Oh, he
McKay.
destroyed. Oh, he
Oh,
ruins
your
our.
boy. Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
ruins our childhoods. That's what he does.
He
Oh,
ruined all of our childhood rides, man. So
Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't know, Jimmy, Mark is.
Well, I mean, to make Galaxy's Edge, they had to tear down backlot tour some of Streets of America and
He's
and the
whatever the stunt show was.
Oh, tell them
Lights
the
Motors
big one.
action, yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
that
them the
one.
big
They had
one
to tear
that-
all that ish down. So I
Tell
mean,
them the big one that people made a website for when
Oh
he
yeah.
turned.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark
Yep.
Mark McKay destroyed Mr.
Miss-
Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah,
okay.
Jimmy. He was the one who tore down Mr. Toad's Wild
Well, I mean,
Ride.
he wasn't the one who tore it down.
Well, technically, but it was.
No, he was the one. He was the one who
It was his
destroyed it all.
company.
It was his
It was-
call.
One of
Was
the
his decision?
yes, one of the team. He did not single-handedly do it.
No. He didn't single-handedly.
Nope,
but
he did it. He did it. We're
He
not
was- with a
He
hammer
was
and
one
a
of the.
chisel.
calling out his team. He did it. He took a sledgehammer, a bulldozer, and said, "Bye-bye, Mr. Toad," and hello, Winnie the Pooh.
That's funny.
I haven't seen
Sure,
him.
why not?
I haven't heard from him in a while. How's
But
he
yeah, hey,
doing?
if you guys go check out my channel. It's called right now. I'm probably gonna have to change it, but it's called Disney. The Disney Under the Influencer.
Disney Under the Influencer?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
I've
it
got-
too.
I've
I
got
like
two
that.
videos up so far. I'm not really doing a big promotion with it. I'm just adding videos as I make them, and hopefully they get better.
Perfect.
The first one, you could see it. I learned a lot from the first one to the second one, and I'm learning a lot from the second one to the third one. So they'll all get better, but it's been a lot of fun making them. It's
Yay.
been expensive making them, but it's
The
been a lot of fun.
Disney Under the Influencer with Jimmy Cope.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. All right, well, Jimmy, was that it for D's notes?
Yeah, I think that's all we got. But yeah, well, I'll see what your schedule's like. Shoot me, like I said, Saturday night. I'm going to be doing some stuff if you're around.
All right.
Maybe it's pretty fun.
Jimmy, do you have any shows coming up?
Oh, I do. Yeah, the 24th. I'm going to be doing. There's two shows that night at Gregory's. There's a new venue that we just got in the Villages called the City Fire Grill in the Villages. They're on June 1st. There's a Sunday. It's a free show. You just got to make sure you get reservations to eat there, and it'll be a free comedy show. Just let them know you're there, and they'll put you in the comedy area section. But and I think I've got a few more, but I'll get them on the next show.
All right, Nicole, where can everybody check you out? And what's coming up over at Jewel Nightclub?
Oh, we still got our karaoke going on the Thursdays. I'll be hosting that. We got solo piano Friday, dueling piano Saturday. All the days you can do some charity gaming. Always super fun. Soon, starting in June, we'll be going to 7 days a week, but I'm not sure of all the details yet. But there will be
Ooh.
there's a murder mystery show coming, and Jewel is getting to tag ourselves onto that. So as I get more details, I will be sure to divulge them. I do not have many details yet, but that's okay. It'll be fun. If you feel so compelled to find me on the social medias, Bubbles underscore the underscore siren is my IGs. Find me, say hi, and yeah.
Guys, please check out Nicole over at Jewel Nightclub right there off of International Drive and same building as the Pirate Dinner Adventure Show. So go give her a hard time and support the casino games and karaoke as well. All right, Mike. Now take it home, buddy. Tell us where can everybody check you out and what's coming up next on your YouTube channel.
All right, so everyone can check me out at king_mike_x. I've been uploading videos on YouTube, mostly of Dragon Ball Legends content. I've been summoning for stuff and also kind of getting mad at the creator, the new person at the game because he screwed around with the animations for summoning and stuff. I'm not gonna go in a whole rant on here, but let me just say, but yeah, other than that, I'm gonna be doing some more videos. Gonna be going to Six Flags possibly again soon and posting stuff like that. I still gotta upload my experience of Flash Vertical Velocity, which was insane, which is a lot of fun. And I can't wait to go back to the park, though it's not gonna be as busy as it. I feel like this year it's not gonna be as busy until we find out more about what ride is gonna be replacing. Rest in peace, King Dakar.
Maybe
It's already gone, right?
maybe a family coaster. Who knows? We don't know what's going to be.
Don't you dare! No, not that. They had to put if they got rid of that as well as a bunch of other rides, what they had to put there has to be something as big as that. Something as grand, something as insane as King Dakar was, because it's a technological marvel.
That's true, and it was
and Jimmy, yes, King Dakar is gone. They imploded it, tore it down.
That's a shame. That was a fun ride. That was a good ride.
Yeah, you went to King Dakar?
I was there on media day when it opened.
Oh wow!
Hey.
Yeah, no, that's my home park.
Yeah,
so,
I grew up 20 minutes from there.
Oh yeah. You said that. It sucks to do that. And here's the worst thing: they didn't even really announce it. We just heard rumors from the info saying, "Oh, it's going to be shutting down. This might be your last time," and then
they imploded it.
And then they said,
like,
"Oh yeah, this was the last season." After they stopped having it right for the rest of the year, so they said like, yeah, that they have an official statement saying like, yeah, these rights are coming down.
Yeah,
and they imploded it.
I wrote it many times, and it was
apparently
every time it was impressive.
It was in charge of that. The ones who are in charge of the parks now is Cedar Fair because. And if I'm being honest, I feel like there was two reasons why they got rid of it. One was they wanted to. Well, they originally, I thought they were going to do with it what they did with Top Thrill Dragster 2, and
rebuild
have just switch the launch system and build upon it to make it and do it right this time. But instead, they decided to put it because of the issues they have with Top Thrill 2. But I think there's another more personal reason why. You know what that is, Jimmy?
With it wasn't they took the crown to the biggest.
Yeah, from them that they took the spot at the biggest roller coaster in the world, and also at the time the fastest roller coaster in the world, a year after Top the Dragster did. So I think Cedar Fair had still some negative resentment over that and decided to say, you know what, let's blow this shit out just to say F you to Six Flags, even though we're partners now.
I don't know. I think that'd be a foolish thing to spend a few $1 billion to buy Six Flags and then knock down $1 billion ride.
No, they didn't buy it. They merged.
Oh, they merged.
Partnered.
Yeah, because I remember when they were building King Dakar, it was a crazy amount of money. I can't remember what it was, but at the time,
it was expensive. But the main reason why the other reason why they said was cost reasons why. Because let me just tell you this: it cost them $1 million to keep up King Dakar each year.
Oh wow!
Just for maintenance costs, because of that issue.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, as a result of that, we lost a bunch of rides. We lost Cyberpunk Cyberspin for the new Flash due to the.
I remember that wasn't even there that long.
No, because they had to do it because of the flash vertical velocity coaster. The queue was gonna go into the ride. It was gonna go into
Okay, yeah.
yeah, and then they got rid of the ones that which people think might be part of this thing was Green Lantern, Twister, Parachutes, and King Ka. And then they also got rid of Daredevil Dive.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so there's literally like, yeah, let's just say the park is so different now.
Yeah, it's been we had season passes up until we moved in 2020.
Mm.
But no, yeah, it'd be cool. It'd actually be fun to kind of go back and walk around there.
Hey, why don't hey come in there? I'll come with you. Who's pointing out? Come with Remy too.
Yeah.
Remy's pointing to come down.
The only Six Flags I've been to was the only one I went to was the one in Georgia. And that was the only Six Flags I went to. I had a lot of fun. I had a blast on Goliath and everything. But guys, it's time for us to get up on out of here.
Yep.
We're
Sorry,
over here blabbing.
Have some good times with good friends, making good memories. A little bit of sunshine and good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry. Everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did. If you guys like our show, please head over to our YouTube channel, give us a 5-star rating, and we love your comments and love your suggestions on what we can do more on the Roundtable. Also, guys, if you guys want to hear all of our episodes, you can hear all of our episodes right there on Spotify, and they're all right there for you guys to check out. And if you guys need a candle for your home or for your office, head on over to themagiccandlecompany.com. Use our code Roundtable19 at checkout. If you guys need a battery for your phone while you guys are out at the theme parks, head on over to our link tree. That will direct you to our Amazon link. You will not get one, but 2 fuel rods for the price of $20. And I do have some cool brand new designs on our TeePublic website, which is at teepublic.com/Remy's Roundtable. You guys can pick yourself up a brand new Remy's Roundtable t-shirt. On behalf of Mike, Nicole, Jimmy, and Jen, guys, my name is Remy. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see everybody next time right here on Remy's Roundtable. Good night.
All we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry. Everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. Yeah, we are now.
YouTube, guys,